Okay, I'll just share my screen and we'll start our webinar. Okay, let me know if my screen is visible.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you to our webinar today. I am the organizer, Ishita, and with me, I have Nazira. She's our presenter for today. And our topic for webinar is business events in D365 finance and operations. Okay, I would like to take few minutes out of your time and would like to introduce our company and what we do. We are Dynamic Stars, a sister concern company of Day Consulting Services. We are a partner-centric company and have been working with Microsoft partners across 18 countries and have been working with over 45 plus Microsoft partners around the world. We have provided our services for Microsoft D365, Power Platform, and technological solutions. What we do is that we are a Microsoft partner centric company. We aim to be one stop solutions for Microsoft partners, and we serve our partners throughout Microsoft D365 ecosystem. The products that we work with includes our ERP solutions, that is Business Central, finance, supply chain management, commerce, and human resource. Our CRM solutions include D365 sales, marketing, field service, and customer service. Apart from that, we also work with Power Platform that includes Power Automate, Power BI, Power Apps, Power Portals, and Power Virtual Agents, along with Power Portals, Microsoft Dataverse, Azure, life cycle services as well. So these are the products that we work with. And apart from that, these are the services that we help our partners with. We do end-to-end implementation. We do rapid implementation for D365 Business Central. Along with that, we provide solution maintenance and backend support along with dedicated allocation. With that, we also do add-on development services wherein we help our partners with research and development of a specific add-on. We help our partners for support, providing support services for add-on development. We also do custom add-ons for our partners and their clients. We have done various upgrades and system re-engineering from the older Microsoft version to the new one. We have done various migrations from different ERP solutions to D365. We have also done re-implementations. We do integration services such as mobile apps which are developed on Power Apps, and we have done various e-commerce integrations, customer and vendor portals, and such more. We have done licensing and end user training. We have provided developments of reports and dashboards through BI capabilities. I would also like to introduce and tell you guys that we this year we would be attending Direction Asia event, which is going to take place in April end in Thailand. We are going to be one of the sponsors. I would like so let's take now start with the webinar. I would like to get introduce Nazira and let's get started with the webinar.
Yeah, hello Ishita. Let me know if the screen is visible, right?
Okay, sure. Yes, your screen is visible.
Hi all, good morning. I'm Nazira Master. I work as an application developer at Dynamic Star LLC. Today I present a trending and a most important topic, that's business event. So the objectives are: what is a business event? What isn't a business event? Business event overview, use business event with Power Automate, custom business event, demonstration of custom event with flow, and lastly, conclusion. What is a business event? Business event provides a mechanism that lets the external system receive the notification from finance and operation application. It occurs when a business process is run by a user who participate in business task. It can be an action of the user can perform. It can be the workflow action or a non-workflow action. Both of these type actions are basically external systems can use it for integration and notification purpose. So basically, business event is used for sending notification to third-party application when a business process is triggered in finance and operation. What isn't a business event? Business event is used for transferring a single data, not bulk data. For bulk data transfer scenarios, we must continue to use the data export mechanism that are already available in data management framework. So let's look into business event overview, which includes business event catalogs, which shows the business process out of box module names such as workflow, non-workflow, batch, alert. So workflows, as we all know what are workflows, when vendor group is edited, that time it triggers a workflow. Non-workflow is also a category in business event that triggers on a confirmation of a purchase order. Then we have batch here, which sends notification when a batch execution ends. And in alerts category, all the fields in finance and operation can trigger a notification if any field is modified or deleted. So this is all about category here. As you can see, next is endpoints, which lets you manage the destination for sending the business event to the following types that can be Azure Service Bus Queue, Azure Service Bus Topic, HTTPS, Power Automate, and there's such other application where we can send a notification to. And you can see here there is a download schema written here. This is basically a schema that is a JSON based file which is used to send the data in JSON format to an endpoint. Active events. So in active events, it will show the active business events and which ones are the ones which triggers notifications. Then inactive events, it shows the events which has been deactivated. Errors, it will basically list the errors which can occur during a business event flow. When there is an error, when a notification or when a business event is triggered, that will be listed in here in this error. Let's take an example with Power Automate. When a when vendor payment, we will use a vendor payment business event. This event triggers on base of posting of the vendor payment. On posting successfully payment, it will send an email or a notification to other application with help of Power Automate. So I will showcase how to create a flow by using an inbuilt system inbox business event with Power Automate. So let's go. Yeah. First of all, where is business event catalog located? We need to go to system administration. Yeah. We need to go to setup, and in setup, we have your business event. We need to click here business event catalog. Here you can see that we need to search vendor. Yeah, so we will be using vendor payment, that is the category, and business event ID, that is vendor payment posted business event, and the name is vendor payment posted. So we'll click here. You will see there aren't any endpoint created or any active business event. There isn't any. So now we will download the schema here. We'll go to the flow. Let's create a new flow in Power Automate. New automated cloud flow. Here we need to enter the name of the flow that we want. I'll enter minus vendor. Yeah, vendor payment business event. Here we need to write dynamics. And we need to select when a business event occurs and click on create. Here we need to select the instance name. As we know, the instance name is this devoxx.axcloud.dynamics.com. We need to select that here. The category which we know, that is account payable, business event, vendor payment posted, and the legal entity, that is USMF, that I'm using now right now. That's right. And we'll click on new step. Here we will write JSON. We'll select whereas JSON here. In content, we need to select body. And now we need to go to the schema that we downloaded. We need to Control All and copy the schema. Click on generate from sample and we need to paste the schema here. Then click on done. Now on new step, where we want the application to send the where we want the business event to send the notification to third party application. So I'm currently using Outlook for that. I'll send the email to myself. I'll create a test here. And in body, we can pass the schema account. Like I'm writing a payment account and I'll select here from the get and set parameters. Account, payment account, that's done here. Let's click on save. Yeah, you can see your flow is ready to go and we recommend you test it. So let's test it. We need to refresh your business event catalog page. Yeah, so we need to write here, window. So now we will see an active business event. Yeah, the flow is created and we have the endpoint already here. So yeah, now let's test it. Let's click on account payable, vendor payment journals. We click on new. We select the name here. That's VenPay. We click on line. We select an account. Description. We just need to change the payment method. Electronic. We will first validate the simulate posting. Yeah, so let's just post it. Yeah, you can see the posting is done, operation is completed. We just need to refresh our Yeah, so you can see I got a notification here that says the payment account type, that is 1001. So this is the way how we use the system's business event, and this is how we set the flow. Yeah, so now we'll talk about the process for implementing a custom business event is straightforward. We need to build the contract. We need to build the event. We need to add the code to the send the event to send the event. And there is two basic like necessary classes that we need to implement while we are building a new custom business event, that is business event class and business event contract class. I will elaborate these two classes in further slides. Demonstration of custom event with flow. In this demonstration, we will create a new custom business event on sales order creation. On creation of the sales order, it will trigger the business event, which will send an email to the concerned person. So we will have to create we need to create three classes. That will be first will be an event handler class, second will be business event class, and the third will be business event contract class. So let's look into the first class. That's how to create a event handler class. In this class, it will send the details of created sales order to the business event class. We will use the on inserted event handler of a sales table, and we need to use data event handler attribute in this class. Let's see how is it built in Visual Studio. I have created my project name as DCS business event. Let's create a new class here. And I'll name my class as DCS sales order event handler. First of all, we need to add the data event handler attribute. This data event handler attribute is used for processing the table data event. And here you can see data event type, which I have selected as inserted, which is an enum that allows to select the event type. Now we'll create a new method. I have named my method as sales table dot on inserted. We have declared a variable of sales table which passes the current sales order detail. And here we have kept a condition to check if our class is a business event enable or not. If it is yes, then it will send the details of sales order to business event class. So this is it for the sales order event handler class. We will look into how business event class is being made in the next slide. How to create a business event class. This class gets the data of sales table when a new sales order is inserted from event handler class and pass the data to business event contract class. In this class, we extend the business event base class. It supports the constructing the business event, and it also helps in building the payload and sends the business event. We use in this class business event attribute. So let's look into the code. How is it being made in Visual Studio? First of all, we need to create a new class. I'll name my class as DCS sales order creation business event. Sorry, just lost the network. I'll continue. Um, so now we will include the business event attribute above the class. We need to add the business event attribute here. This attribute provides the business event framework with information about the class, about the business event contract class. You can see here this we have used business event contract class, and this here sales order created. That's the name of the business event. And this is the description, that is business event is triggered when sales order is created. And it also provides the module that the business event is part of. Here we are using sales order, which this business event is part of. Now we will extend this class with business event base. Firstly, we need to create a static constructor. I have named my as new from sales order creation, which calls the parameter method for sales order, which initialize the variable and returns it. Secondly, I have created a new method, that's build contract method, which is used to return the sales order details to the business contract class. So this is it for how business event class has been made with the code. Let's look into how business event contract class is made in the next slide. How to create a business event contract class. This class is called the schema class as it has the parameter method which gets the data of sales order from business event class. It contains the data contract attribute. This class extends the business event contract class, and we use in this class two attributes, mainly that are data members and business event data members, which actually helps us for building the schema class. Now let's look into the code part. We need to make a new class. I have named my classes DCS sales order creation business event contract. We need to keep the data contract attribute about the class. Here we need to create three variables with private access modifiers. Then we need to create a new method, initialize method, that I have named mine as, which is responsible for setting the private variable of the business event contract class. And based on this data, this is provided through the static constructor method. So now I have named my static constructor method as new from order created, which it calls the initialize method, and it and private class variable. I have created a private new method which is used to call the static constructor method. Now we will need to add the parameter methods in the code. So by using these parameter methods, we will get the schema class for get and set parameters. So this parameter methods, which should have the data members and business event data member attributes. The name that you provide on the data member attribute, like here we have used sales ID, will be visible as field name, and business event data members attribute, which provides the description, will be visible as the field label on the JSON tag. So here you can see this is the data member that we have named as sales ID. Here we have this is the name of the schema, and this is the description of the sales ID. So this is how our code will look like. We need to right click and build it. Just a second, I'll look into it. What's the issue? Just a second, I'll look into this issue. Just a second, I'll decide my next. Yeah, the configuration is done, the build is done. We need to refresh the page. Yeah, it's finally refreshed. So let's go to the business event catalog page. System administration, setup, business event catalog. Here, let's search up for sales. Here you can see that our custom business event is created with the category name sales order, business event ID, which will actually represent the class name that we have written, that is this year's sales order creation business event. And the name of our business event that we kept was sales order created. Here you can see this is a schema. This is the field name, that is the data member that we have written, business event data member. This is the field label. We'll download the schema. Now let's go to Power Automate. Let's create a new flow, new automated cloud flow. Let's name is our flow as sales order creation business event. Let's search your dynamics. Yeah, here when we need to select when business event occurs, create the instance name, that is this category that we know, that is sales order. Sales order created. Once we click on new JSON content, we will select body. We'll go to the schema, Control All. We'll need to copy the schema and we need to paste it in here. Generate from sample. And we need to, in the next step, we need to select the third-party application where we want the notification to go. I'll select my Outlook. Send an email myself. Sales created sales ID sales. And here we have set our parameter methods. I'll select a sales ID and below I will select this sales name. That is my customer name. You need to click on save. You can see your flow is ready to go and we recommend you to test it. You need to refresh it. And check your sales. And we need to check how many active business events that we have. That two, that is account payable, that is for vendor payment one, and the sales order also we have an endpoint created here. So let's test it out. Let's go to account receivable, all sales order. Let's click on new. To select the customer account. Yeah, so the new sales order has been created with the customer name const to euro. You can see that I already got an email notification with my sales ID and the customer name const to euro. This is how we create a custom business event in finance and operation, and this is how we set the flow in Power Automate. So the conclusion, it is possible to send notification and trigger a flow using business event. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Nazira. Now we have a question and answer session. So if anybody has any question, please do let us know. Yes.
Yeah, so good presentation, Nazira. I will put my questions because it's somewhat extent detailed. So I will keep it in feedback and later on you can answer me.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can put them down in our chat and we'll surely answer them. I would like to thank everybody for attending our webinar today. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Have a good time ahead, everyone.